Iran versus America. I just had a vision of what's going down there in Iran from the astral world. Last night, March 9th, 2026, 10 p.m. exactly. I have my handy dandy notebook again. Spirit is giving me all the tea. All the tea. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for what's going on, okay? Before we start this video, I just want to do a quick little intro of who I am. My name is Deshayla, aka Shay Shay. I'm also a seer, a psychic, a visionary, a person that is heavily in the astral world, that is bringing back information from the astral world, from the Great Mother, back to the physical Earth planet in order to Operation Save the Planet, Operation Save the Universe. I am also a mystery school guide or a teacher for life on the planet Earth. Earth is a schoolhouse. I am here to get you to Terabitha, to get you to Agartha, to get you to Narnia, to get you to the heavens, in order for you to master this life on the earth and for you to win this game on the planet and not come back. Welcome to Generate, Operate, Destroy. Okay, so last night when I closed my eyes, the Great Mother inputted codes into my brains. These codes were more like coordinates. And so she sends me to this location. It looks like Iran. It looks like a whole bunch of sand everywhere, like a red sand, like a red clay dirt type of sand, a color. And she's telling me to look around the area. I'm looking, it's a whole bunch of sand. The sun is beaming hot, okay? And I see a whole bunch of U.S. soldiers. I see soldiers here. And she's telling me that this group, these soldiers will die by this sand. And she's saying that some of these locations are quicksand. And so I'm not familiar with like Iran and where their quicksand locations are or how much they're covered in sand. And so I went to the AI overview on Google and it tells me that the desert coverage is approximately 22%. And then it says, while Iran has arid regions, it's not primarily composed of sand. Its geography includes significant mountain ranges and plateaus. And so after that, I said, okay, where are the quicksand locations? It says, yes, Iran has treacherous quicksand-like conditions, particularly with the Dashti Kavir, the Great Salt Desert. And in the interdune areas of its sandy deserts, these feature dangerous hidden wet mud and salt marshes covered by thin, dry crusts, which are common in north-central desert regions. Okay, so there are some locations that do have quicksand, and about 22% in general in Iran is covered by sand. So then it made me curious. I said, what's in the sand when somebody inhales sand? What could happen? Because I get with quicksand, you fall into the sand, boom, you die just like that. But what are the people that will die by sand? What will be like the symptoms? What's in the sand? Because Spirit is telling me to look what's in the sand. And it says, yes, Iran frequently experiences severe sand and dust storms that carry hazardous materials, including heavy metals, salts, and potential pathogenic fungi, posing serious risk to human health. These storms, especially in regions like Jasmirian Basin, transport toxic particles linked to increased respiratory, heart, and skin issues. So we're looking at heavy metals, industrial mining pollutants, fungi and pathogens, salts and soil degradation, okay? They impact the human body heavily. Now, I understand U.S. soldiers, they have masks to protect them, but how this will come about for this particular group, because I understand that you have groups that you're in when you're in the war. She's saying it's gonna come when you're not looking. It's gonna pop up on you by surprise. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So after I see these deaths of these U.S. troops, either dying by quicksand or by the inhalation of the sand, I see you all perished in the sand, but I see your soul comes out and then it transforms into a dove and it flies away, okay? So I see a whole bunch of doves everywhere in this sand. So that's interesting. Doves being in this particular location. Maybe you fulfilled your purpose on this planet, or Spirit is possibly protecting you from what's going on and making you move on. Okay. So I see doves in this area once they perish. Then she inputs more codes into my head, and it says 218. 8 plus 1 plus 2 is 11. So understand 11. 11 is gateways, okay? So she's sending me somewhere else, and she's saying that I'm an experienced soul, and she says to focus on Anu. Put your eyes on Anu. So who is Anu? Anu is an ancient Mesopotamian sky god, okay? It's regarded as a supreme leader of the heavens, lord of the constellations, and the father of gods. So when I look at these ancient deities, these ancient gods, I'm looking at them as components of myself, components that are inside of me, okay? Not necessarily somebody that is outside of me, but she's telling me to look towards the heavens. Look in the sky. When everybody's looking left, right, down, she says, I want you to look up. They're doing something up there, okay? And Anu, the sky god, is watching them, okay? Because that's where he rules over, is the sky. Keep that in mind. Also need to say too, Conspira is telling me that the troops can be in like a mountainous location that is far away from the sand per se. Spirit is telling me that they can conjure a deity or a god up to basically send the sand to them. And I remember Bobby Hemmett used to say that when they were in Iraq, that there was this specific deity that whooped their ass, like all the U.S. soldiers that were there. I forgot. I have to go find that video. But I remember that this is beyond a physical war. This is a spiritual war. So don't think that the Iranian people are not into magic, okay? They know how to conjure up something, conjure up a spirit, somebody that they're working with to do their bidding for them, okay? And they will whoop anybody's ass like nothing before, you know, because that's what they deal with. This deity or this god might be protecting them, so they will send somebody up, probably from the underworld or even somebody from the heavens, to literally form from the sand, twist and turn, and then push it out to them for protection. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. But if you even look for it, even in movies, like these movies, these magical movies, these people where they have these superpowers, don't think for a second that they're not working with something that is beyond this realm in order for them to help them win this war that is also spiritual. You get what I'm saying? They do juju too. They do woo-woo too, okay? Don't you forget it. Why you think they over there? Iran got some magic like they never seen before, okay? And they getting their ass whooped. Stay tuned. But let's do a part 2, because the part 2 is going to be about the soldiers that are in hospitals, okay? So follow me for my next video about the U.S. soldiers versus Iran in the hospitals.